for about a month. It's good to see everybody, hear everybody out there in the world. Hope you guys are having a good time. You can follow us anywhere you get your podcast from. Tonight, this one might be a little different. You can go stream us live on YouTube at the moment, but it's Apple, Spotify, anywhere you find our podcast. Come check us out. We got a good show for you because pre-show here, we were getting Cletus. He was getting all riled up and fired up because he couldn't get his headphones started, and we couldn't hear him in the mic. It was a good time. We had a little talk about who Benny's picking for the new NCAA football we're all excited for. We're talking about the new football season that's about to be upon us in about 2-3 weeks. We're ecstatic for it. We are ready for this thing to go down. We can talk about a little bit of the trade moves, the free agency moves that were going on in the world of hockey and basketball. And we can't forget the most important thing that's going on in the next week or two, and that is, of course, the Summer Olympics. It's in Paris. It's going to be a hell of a time watching that. But welcome to the D.B.A.B podcast. Let's get this thing rolling. So first things first, Benny Blaze, what do we always talk about? Be the light of the world, right? So what you got? What's your moment to be the light? Let's hear you be the light.
So to be the light has got to be my father-in-law, Ed Pruitt, better known as Smoke. So our moving strategy. So, okay, for those, you haven't seen me in a while, but no longer a Crandall Pirate. No longer a Crandall Pirate. Now I'm a Joshua Owl. So, moving out
One more
here,
time.
Joshua.
What was that? One more time. I didn't hear you.
What'd you say? Who? What'd you say, Cleve?
Who?
And so move Joshua Owl. And so our moving strategy was kind of this part whole deal where we just kind of started with the backyard, got the grills, and then living room, and the last thing was kitchen, but he loaded up the trailer and we moved it, and so we're all finally moved in now. But hey, whether he's just moving his baby girl or he really wanted to help us all, which
he's moving his baby
got
girl,
it all
man.
done. So shout out to Smoke.
Shout out to Smoke. That boy Smoke. Smoke. What about you, Cletus? You got anything else for us, my man?
It's been a very eventful month for me, needless to say. So, not really. Just kind of, just going with the flow right now, man. Just really found. Guys, it's just been. I'll tell you after this too. So.
You tell me after this too.
Yeah, guys, it's just been from June 15th, from June 15th till now has been a blur, honestly. And so I've been dealing with some family stuff in Midland, so.
Yeah, we know, man. For you followers out there, Cletus has been going through some stuff with the fam. One thing or another, he's been living in and out of places that we don't wish upon anybody. But we're glad to see the big guy right here at the moment. So that is a be the light moment. So we'll keep our thoughts and prayers for the big man's family, of course. That's all we can do at the moment because it's all in his hands. We know that. But it's a good moment. It's a good moment. The two people that made the big guy, we got to keep them in our prayers for sure.
I do have something though. While we were in the where we were at, just saw a lot of just kind of some positive messages some people wrote on the glass as you're walking down the hallways, and so that kind of lifted my spirit for sure. And so
that's awesome, man.
That positivity, made me kind of get through those days for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's always some positivity in the world. Definitely. I don't really have much to be the light moment, but I will say some of mine will be what people have told me about certain things or how I carry myself in certain situations. I was, yeah, man. They said that someone told me that you're the same person all the time, regardless of how you act. I was like, yeah. I said, I don't know what the heck that means, but my Be the Light was like,
it's called being real,
being consistent, being authentic. I see that.
But it's just like you have that in you're that all the time, and it goes a long way with people, and people realize it. Well, it goes a long way, and that was a Be the Light moment because it's like, okay, well, I'm glad someone sees it. I don't think anything of it. I'm just me all the time. If you know me, I'm like this all the time. I bust your chops and love you anyway. We always have a good time with this nonsense. So, all right, back. Great. I'm glad to hear you Be the Light moment. It's good to see you, Cleet. You know that you gorgeous son of a gun. You, Benny, the mustache. You rock it better than our boy Cobbs. Just got to say that Cobbs looks. It's been a 3-year process with this thing. I'm glad he's getting his balls busted. It's about time he says he does something he says he's going to do, because I've been waiting for him to do this for a really long time, and he's never going to hear the end of it. If you know me, I'm petty. I'm very petty.
Here's the thing. He needs to keep it for pictures.
That's the thing, man. So this is how it all started. Yeah, this is how this. So all you people out there, listen. This is how it goes. Yes. So 3 years ago, this is how petty I am. I keep tallies, and I keep things in the wrap. So 3 years ago, I went to a funeral for my uncle. I went to the funeral. I told him, I said I'd be back for, the funeral was a Tuesday or Wednesday. I said I'd be back Thursday for our scrimmage or something. It was right before school started and all this. So I said I'll be back Thursday. And I said by Thursday the scrimmage, and then by Friday or Saturday when we had pictures, I'd have a handlebar mustache. So I come back straight from Lubbock, get to the house, take my shower, and I shave, and I get my handlebar mustache. If you haven't seen it, there's pictures. You don't need to see it. You'll see it sometime down the future. Anyway,
look on the 2021 or 2020.
Yeah, whatever year that was, I was on the staff. I had the handlebar mustache. So, but anyway, I come back with the handlebar mustache. Everybody, there was 4 of us that said we'd have a handlebar mustache. I was the only one, the Neanderthal, that only had a handlebar mustache. Cobb still had the beard. 2 other coaches said they'd had the handlebar mustache. They didn't pull through. They had the mustache. And that was in the story. So I've been waiting for this for 3 years, and now Cobbs finally did it, and I'm not doing it. Sorry.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I feel like I've seen those pictures, and you just look good. Like you just need to.
I'm not doing it. Sorry, folks. If you wanted to see Jack in a mustache, it's not happening. And the funny thing is, I did this handlebar mustache, and I barely started getting my Clemson degree. So my first semester at Clemson, I had this handlebar mustache and doing introduction videos to these people, and they're like, "This is the most Texan thing I have ever seen." A dude with a handlebar mustache saying, "Well, I'm Coach Jack Garcia," and blah, blah, blah. It sounded like a true Texan on one of these videos. If you've not seen the video, I will send it to you guys here a little bit. There's a video of me saying, "I coach in Dallas, Fort Worth area, Terrell, blah, 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 blah." And I sound just redneck, and I was like, dude, I have to re-record this. And every time I said it, I sounded like I was Jethro from the Trailer Park with this handlebar mustache. And I was like, dude, I gotta sound different. So, but it's ridiculous. And I'm like, I still to this day hold big time. All right. So, but anyway, that's the reason why the mustache is a big thing. And Benny and Cobbs have finally done the mustache, so I'm proud of him for that. But Benny, you rock it better than Cobbs ever could. I told him he needs to put some sunscreen on his face because he's really gonna burn.
Well, here's my dumb butt. Like, he sends us the picture, and I don't put 2 together. I just see his ginger self being sunburnt. And I don't. Then about 5 minutes later, I looked again, like, oh, he shaved. He got the mustache.
It's got just that. Told me it was like true crime.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I don't know about true crime. True something.
True crime. At least like yours pulls out your full upper lip. His like goes halfway down his lip here. Like it's a big
Well, so
it's a big difference.
This is when I first started growing facial. Like I grew this, and so like this is what I looked like in high school. Like I just had this, and then it kind
You
of
rocked the stash in high school, baby.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm talking about.
I'll find the picture and I'll show you. Like, and that's one thing.
Some
Caleb
of us
said,
weren't so
like,
lucky. We couldn't grow a stash.
You look
Yeah,
so,
I
well, I
couldn't grow
can't grow
facial
all
hair.
that like that. But I mean, you've seen me. Like this is all I can grow. I
The
don't
goatee.
grow.
At least your goatee's like full though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's all kind
Cletus
of.
can't. Cletus doesn't meet right here.
Oh,
This doesn't meet.
Mine doesn't. Yeah, like it's just it's like one of those.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It looks.
I think that's kind of the plan. Is to let
that crap
grow
is
and
finally.
just be able to twist it.
Yeah, I see you, big guy. It's
That,
finally,
that
you know.
crap is finally starting to like fill in. But this is
folks.
like a year and a half,
Yeah.
almost 2 years, Benny.
Oh,
Look at him.
Dude.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at that gorgeous son of a gun right there.
You know,
We'll put Benny big
so
screen again.
I'm telling you,
I'm not
this is a year and a half, 2 years of not shaving. I'm serious. I do not like it's finally starting to look like, oh, he kind of has a beard, kind of.
he kind of has a beard.
He kind of. The other day I went to Sports Clips, and she asked me, she said, "Would you like me to trim your beard?" And I said, "Thank you, man, for considering this a beard. I do appreciate that. I appreciate you being nice enough to consider this a beard. Thank you, ma'am." And she just kind of looked at me and started giggling. I'm like, "Sorry."
That's hilarious.
That's
funny.
Beard.
The stuff that gets people excited is funny, you know, like that. That is hilarious, Cleet. But you clean up nice, kid. You know, Benny. I wish I could say the same about you. Let's move on.
I'm glad I'm not cracking your screen.
Well, that's why you're the big screen right now. So anyway, so in other news, I know Cletus and Benny don't give two rats asses about this, but there's some big moves in basketball that's going on. And Dallas Mavericks just got three big pieces to their puzzle that they need. They got Klay Thompson, Nico, and you made me go blank, man. You made me just lose it. But anyway, they picked up Klay Thompson. I think, in my opinion, Klay Thompson. He's going to be good. I think it does. I think it. Like,
or is Boston losing anybody?
No, I mean they got a big contract, but to me, it's like Dallas can win, but their people weren't making baskets. Like they picked the worst game in a worst game to have their worst game. Like Game 5 in Boston, they had the worst game they played all playoffs, and get dismantled in Boston. And it's like they throw a pass to somebody in the corner, miss the corner shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then this and that, and it was a terrible game across the board. And all the people that got them to that finals run went MIA. Like there wasn't anything that. A lot of it too is like they're talking bad about Luka, but Luka averaged got almost a triple double every game and got him to that point. Which the only thing, my downfall of Luka is defense needed to improve and quit crying so much and just play basketball. That was my big knock on him. But everything else, he literally had to carry the team. But we've also seen someone carry a team to NBA Finals victory before anyway. But that's a different topic. But, we had, in the words of, we'll move on from the Mavericks. They'll be back. They'll be fine. A team that's going to be interesting to see for sure. They talk about James Harden turning down a bunch of money and he's sticking around. He's staying in LA, which the Clippers can never figure it out. They never have been able to figure out. I think the year that they were Lob City, they've never figured it out, which we're bringing up. Lob City is bringing up Chris Paul. So Chris Paul, to me, has never been a cancer, right? I don't think he's ever been an issue.
Which again, I'm happy with.
Yes, I don't think he's ever been a cancer. I don't think he's ever been in a locker room that they didn't like him he didn't change the culture to a good way. But is he going to break that hump in San Antonio with Wemby?
No.
And they just picked up what, Harrison Barnes. So I think the Spurs are going to be back to being competitive, but they're still building a young team around Wemby.
I'm looking at this right now. I was kind of curious. the youngest team in the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
the San Antonio
Yeah.
Spurs. The second youngest team is OKC. The OKC though has a lot of dogs that are young. You know.
Yeah.
Then the oldest team is LA and Milwaukee and Golden State and Philly and Phoenix are the five. I'm just kind of looking like it's like I think they brought him in to just help those young guys more than anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, I agree, and
to me,
that's basically what they need
just
there anyway.
yeah, just teach them how to be pros.
Yeah, I agree, and they'll get back. San Antonio will be back,
Yeah,
but not before Dallas gets another ring, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
But here's my question: how much longer is Pop going to go?
I don't know. I'm not a Spurs fan. I
Right?
can't tell you.
I mean,
or he's going to step away from the coaching and go be what Pat Riley did for a while in Miami.
right? I mean, hell, it's I don't know. The thing is, they're going to build a statue of Pop.
Oh yeah.
Right by Duncan. Right,
No
right
David?
next to Duncan.
No David? The Admiral?
David. Yeah.
I was about to say,
But
you can't forget about the...
They're going to build a statue of Pop somewhere outside the AT&T Center.
They're building a new thing over there in San Antonio, man. It's
dude,
like
I'm so far out of, like, I think I've watched maybe 2 or 3 Spurs games this year, and that I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just watched like 5 or 6 minutes. But again, I don't watch basketball at all.
Yeah.
I don't watch the NBA. So.
Well, any words? We'll move on from this topic. But NBA had some big moves. NBA had some big moves, and it's interesting to see the landscape of the land. And we got to talk about shout out to the father-son duo that just entered LA, Bronny and LeBron. So we're gonna be interested. That's cool. It's cool.
I've heard more about that than anything else.
Agreed. And it's funny that we just had the NBA draft and the NHL draft, and it was funny to see that the difference, like the NHL draft and the NBA draft, it was big. Me and Kyle watched the first part of the NHL draft, and then we watched I watched a little bit of the NBA draft, and I didn't know half the people that were drafted who they were. So it was interesting to see. And me, I'm more invested in NHL. So NBA, I love the Mavericks, and I keep up with Mavericks at certain times of the year. Like in the beginning, I'll be excited when they start. In the middle, I watch when there's nothing else on the TV. And then at the end of the year, when it's just closer to playoff nut cutting time. So, but, another big news before we move on to NBA, the NBA USA team that's about to be in the Olympics is going to be a dominant USA team, just so you know. So it's going to be fun to watch. They're not going to be the best team of all time, but they're pretty solid what they got.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Hockey the same way. We're big hockey. I'm a big hockey fan. And Josh ain't here to defend himself, so I'm going to put him on blast a little bit. So I'm a sports fan. I've been watching a little bit of Copa, and I've been watching a little bit of the U.S. Euro Cup.
I've watched a little bit of Copa too.
Okay.
I've really just watched the United States, the U.S. soccer. If I'll watch the U.S., but I'm not watching like Mexico, Argentina.
Yeah. So, all right, your input. So, I've been watching a little bit of Euro and watching about the Copa. So I'm gonna ask a few questions. I mean, this is from I've asked soccer people what their overall feel about things. First off, the U.S. soccer head coach or manager, whatever he's called, wearing t-shirt and pants compared to a suit. I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of. Another thing is like when you watch the Euro, like I watched France and somebody, it wasn't very entertaining, and then I watched Portugal and someone else, and that was entertaining with the PKs. So there's a big difference in the skill level of of course,
Oh my
U.S.
God.
soccer and European soccer.
Mhm.
There's a big skill difference, so it doesn't compare. But my thing was like, can we not like do something to try to shrink the gap of how
Be com-
bad?
Be
Be
competitive.
competitive. We don't. There's the times where the United States in soccer doesn't even look like a gritty, like fight type of soccer. You know what I'm saying? Like there's times where they get bullied and pushed around, and
But
they're
do
not
our
even the
best
same.
athletes play soccer?
Well,
Do our
but
best-
that's the thing. But you're telling me there's not anybody in the America in the world that we can use to be competitive.
But I'm saying, like, okay, like some of these
Our-
other places,
Our
like,
athlete, yeah.
like football's not a like.
I
football's
I
not a
understand
thing.
this is, but a
Basketball's
lot of
not a
but think
thing.
about okay, think about this, Benny. Okay, Canada, right? They just
Mhm.
I had this debate earlier. Canada has a soccer team, right?
Uh-huh.
They're playing. They played tonight or they played yesterday. They're still in Copa, right?
Yeah.
They just hired their manager 3 or 4 years ago. They're a different team than what we look like in America.
But
Is
okay.
it players or is it management? Because
But-
Canada's we have better athletes in soccer than Canada does in soccer.
but but it's kind of like the same like we were talking in our sports. Like, do we truly have the best? Like the best?
No, not in
No,
soccer.
so, but like what are the best athletes in the world? Like in the United, or let's say the best athletes in the United States. What sports are they playing?
Football, basketball. Football
Like,
and
that's what I'm
basketball.
saying.
Baseball,
So like,
track.
okay, like yes,
I,
right,
I,
so,
I understand your debate. I'm telling you, we can't make our soccer team look more competitive.
well, because the talent, like, what are they do? Like, I'm sure we could if we were like, hey, Tyreek Hill, hey, you got sweet feet. Let's go play some soccer.
Well, like that's the thing. Like, okay, we get black. Okay, think about this, right?
Well,
Think about it, like the miracle on ice, Benny. Right, one of the
Mhm.
greatest moments in history. The U.S. kept getting waxed in the Olympics, in the Winter Olympics, because of hockey, because the Soviet Union is running the table. But what did the United States do? They changed some things, looked tougher, brought different management, got different players, got different types of things, and guess what? They ended up being a competitive team and winning this gold medal when the year they weren't picked to win. You're telling me we can't do that as Americans to find a nut cutting time and be competitive in another sport besides the ones we already dominate in? You're telling me we can't, our athletes we make athletes regardless. I know this for a fact that we track, right? Our US trials is basically Olympics.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's
Besides
going to be
the US trials are basically Olympics. Gymnastics, right? Swimming, diving. China has literally tried to bridge the gap, and guess what? They've got more competitive. They train people year round for this stuff to be more competitive. But you're telling me you hire a dude 5-6 years ago, and we haven't seen a change. Like the last time we rallied around a team in soccer for the World Cup was when Clint Dempsey, Howard, those guys. They were gritty. They weren't good by any means, but they were gritty.
We got out of our group and made the round of 16.
Yeah, but they weren't going to win the World Cup by any means. We know this, but they were gritty. They were tough. They weren't getting bullied.
Let's specify here the U.S. men's soccer team.
Oh, yes.
Because our women are dominant.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and never mind, we won't get canceled, right? But like,
yeah,
we weren't thinking about
the U.S.
that.
women's soccer has actually won World Cups.
Yes.
And won international stuff.
I mean, and we'd probably watch that now. Like, we're watching the WNBA, and I'm like watching the.
Oh, I'm not watching WNBA. Zero.
Zero.
Hey,
but, I mean,
zero.
Watching some of these YouTubers and the influencers talk about that, it's like, I mean, it's funny, but like, yes, I'm sure the girls' team and Abby Wambach and everybody on ESPN Plus that has a TV show, like they're great. But again, I just think. Like, yeah, okay, well, we need to recruit grittier players that, again, probably are not going to win.
That's management, right? That's what we're talking about. That's management from the top to the player. It's not like, okay, you're telling me, think about this for a second, right? So tell me you get one of the best teams ever assembled. You get 5 best players of all time. So give me 5 of your we'll talk basketball. Give me 5 of your best players of all time.
Like me, like to me,
Right now playing. Go.
Like I want old, new, like whatever. Like
New right now, playing right now in the NBA. Give me 5.
Never mind, we're going old. I want Tim Duncan. I want Shaq. Obviously, I want LeBron. I'll take Steph Curry. Shit, he can shoot. Like we're betting the shit out of people.
If you name one, if you don't put him on there, I will smack you. There's 2 people you're naming off that I might smack you if you don't put them on here.
If I don't put Michael Jordan.
Yeah, if you don't put Michael or Kobe, I will smack you. Yeah, I will smack you.
I mean,
okay,
like,
anyway.
Yeah.
So, but you have, okay, think about that. You have those 6 guys, right?
Yes.
You have to, but you get those 6 guys, but they still have to find a way to work together as a team, correct?
I feel like they're going to work together. Yeah.
But they had a great coach run the organization of USA basketball, did they not? They had Greg
point,
Popovich.
Yes.
They had Coach K.
You have
they
to
had
manage those egos. Like
okay, why can't they do that in soccer?
Because
soccer has egos just as basketball.
Players. They're trying to
have players.
For managing an ego.
They have all those players that have literally played European soccer that are from the United States.
Yeah, but
they got the captain. Captain America is apparently, in the words of Josh Curtin, that he's the best captain on paper that the U.S. has ever had because he played European soccer.
I don't. Other than Aiden Blaze playing soccer, like I'm not really watching soccer.
Well,
like
I'm just saying, is it the player? And this is my overall question. We'll change the subject. Is it the players why USA men's soccer is trash, or is it the overall organization of USA soccer? That's my $1 million question. Is it the players or is it the overall organization?
I would say that. Like, if they're not making the players, like, I mean, if they're not playing to the players' strengths, then yes, like I would say that. But
okay, all right, there you answer the question. You're saying it's the organization, not the players.
But I don't think their talent pool, like as we talk about the United States, is that strong.
But okay, I'm gonna bring you in, big guy. All right, you're a coach, right? You're a coach,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just a guy. I'm just.
You're a high school coach. No, I'm telling you, you're a high school coach in football, right?
Oh, I am.
Correct. You don't have 11 of the best players in America, but you still got to find 11 guys that play to win you a game. Correct.
Yep, I can do that.
So what's the difference between finding 9 guys to win you a soccer game? What's the difference?
Like
you're a coach, you have to do that. Your job's on the line.
I'm with you, right? I will say, like, those guys, like, yeah, I mean, there's not an excuse, right? Like, if I'm going to you, Mr. Whoever's paying for my paycheck, and I'm U.S. Soccer, I'm like, hey, if I can get Tyreek Hill in them, but, like, okay, I can't tell you I don't know, but I'm just going to keep giving you the wash around. Oh, it's just this. Hey, I got this 18-year-old. He didn't pan out. I don't know.
Is it over? So you're saying, you said overall organization. Cletus says overall organization, right?
Yeah. And
I say it's overall, the topper. I think overall.
But I also think is like how important is it to the U.S.?
I think that, yes. Like that's I guess.
Soccer's not a like top tier importance.
Thank you.
I get you.
That's what I'm saying.
But why not? We make everything else important. We can find soccer, make your soccer important, but that's starts with what? It starts with what?
Leadership.
It starts with winning, but it also starts with leadership, right? You bring leadership in that says, hey, we got to care about U.S. soccer.
What makes it, what makes it important? Like, we want to be dominant, right?
Yes,
I guess,
yes.
Like, but, and like, okay, like, well, like, I'll tie it back in. I get what you're saying, Jack. Like, okay, there's programs in this state that we play in where we know, like, hey, they have a good football program, but you don't know about their said other program. And then, like, they're just a good football school, right? But there's programs, and like the Lone Star Cup, like, hey, they win everything, right? And that's what the Lone Star Cup is based on, right? Hey, they're good in this, football, all the academic stuff. They're good in the athletic stuff, and that's how they get it. I don't think the United States is like that, where they're like, hey, we want to be good at everything, right? We want to be dominant in everything. They're just like, well, we just want to be dominant in the things that we're dominant in. Not everything.
But you can't want to. But that's just not me. You want to be dominant in everything, correct?
Okay. Well, know what? Hey, Jack, 2024, run it. You got my
we'll move on. But that's just. I just want to know your input because I've been telling Josh. Is it the coach? My question is it the coach, an organization, or is it the players?
Because at the end of the day, I think it's importance, right? Like I think it's all of it, but I think it's the importance of. I don't think soccer's that important to us because I'm not spending my time watching soccer like that, like the World Cup, all that.
I've been watching it right now because there's nothing much on.
I think the U.S. men's team, like if you can just be competitive in Copa, make the World Cup, maybe get out of your group. Hey, good job.
We're happy.
It's like we'll be okay with just being mediocre. Like, hey, we gave the old college try.
But we're not even mediocre at it.
That's what I'm saying though. But it's like we're just okay with, hey, we did our best. But like the U.S. women on the other side is, if we don't win the World Cup or win the gold, it's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Right. But there's that expectation on the U.S. women's side to win.
But just like,
men, it's just, hey, we just got to be competitive.
Yeah. Well, it's like this in U.S. basketball. If U.S. basketball doesn't win the gold medal in basketball, what are we going to say about them?
Oh yeah. They underachieved.
Hey, by the way, switching out. I'm thinking. Sorry.
Go ahead.
What teams have, other than the U.S., what other teams have the opportunity to win the gold, you think?
In what?
Basketball.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, we were talking about.
I mean, any given day, right? I mean, you have Canada. Canada has a pretty solid team.
Because I was watching it in sports, and I guess Canada has the second most NBA players. Yeah. Other than the United States playing.
I would say that. Whoever's got the most, I'd be like, whoever's got the most NBA players.
Which is Canada, US.
Right. But, like, I was thinking back, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, when the Gasol was playing with Spain, back in the Redeem team, like, how many Spanish players were just the Gasol brothers, right? Really, were kind of the two big names. They just had a lot of good foreign players.
There's role players, but there's a few on that Spain team.
Not like NBA guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like
I know what you're saying.
Argentina with Ginobili.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's not really. Manu was the guy from Argentina.
Yeah. You're right, and that's basically it is now. So the two teams that have the most U.S. players are Canada and U.S. So I would say it's not Canada or U.S. winning the whole thing. Then what are we talking about? It's the same concept. That's what I'm talking about. U.S. soccer. There's a way we could be competitive. That's the point. That's why they're paying this guy millions of dollars. And that's me. Be competitive. Look on TV. Look competitive. Like you're telling me right now. I would say this: the Euro Cup was more entertaining than the Copa games. Some of the games I watched, but I was also like, I was getting our boy Josh fired up on this because I'm a big hockey guy. I was watching Game 7 of the NHL final, right, Stanley Cup final, and I was pumped. That last 6 minutes or 8 minutes of that Stanley Cup final was impressive hockey. I didn't have a dog in the fight. I wasn't rooting for. I was rooting for Florida, but I didn't have a dog in the fight. My team got knocked out the round before, but it was entertaining because there was points where the team was giving everything they had for the last 6.5 minutes, and in soccer is like, well, they're just passing it back and forth, just kicking it back and forth, just kicking it back and forth. And it's for openings. I get they're trying to trade the defense just like a zone defense in basketball, but it just was like, and I was telling Josh, how is this more entertaining than soccer or hockey? Tell me. He said, watch the World Cup of 2016 or something is what he said.
Well, the good thing about soccer, for the most part, it's 90 minutes.
No commercials. No commercials till halftime.
And you know exactly how long. Oh, I got an hour and a half to kill. Okay, I can watch a soccer match.
Yeah. I'm with that. I agree with that.
You're in and out in 90 minutes, give or take bonus time, but boom, you're in there and going. Yeah. But man, I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. Let's change it, man. The U.S. Olympics are coming up. We'll talk more about that on the next show when we come up. But let's talk about something Benny has been not shutting up about for the last hour and a half.
I love it.
All right. As we know, next week, all across the world, people have been waiting for this game for 20 years, except for me, because I can't pull the trigger yet. I'm waiting to pull. I'm going to pull the trigger later, but not at the moment.
Facebook Marketplace.
I'm going to say we have been waiting for this game
Awesome
since what 2014 was the last college football. We get the college football game coming out. Everybody has been posting. Everybody's been posting their top 5 or their online dynasty modes and all this, which has been a joke to me.
I've seen.
I've been laughing.
That has been the dumbest thing I've seen.
Go for it.
Respect my decision.
Respect my decision. I respect the fact that you could play and you bought a game system knowing that it was going to come, and my butt didn't know until last week. I ruined it. Thank you, Xbox and PlayStation, for shooting your boy down when he was having a really good day. I go to the Xbox Marketplace. I was about to go to the Xbox Marketplace, see how much the bundle was for the MVP bundle. And I look up, it was $100 and whatever bucks it was. Totally worth it. I was about to pull the trigger, and then it says, not able to play on this Xbox. I look at that Xbox, and I nearly threw my TV across the screen. I was like, you got to be kidding me. There's no way this did this. Because if you didn't know the whole debacle with Jack 5 years ago, with budgeting and trying to get an Xbox during COVID, during quarantine.
To be fair, I love your wife. One of my favorite people. But
did you get you an Xbox?
Hannah Rose.
You don't know the story, Benny? We'll have to tell people the story.
Hannah Rose goes on this. Okay, we got a budget. Then she'll go spend $300 on freaking Amazon shit.
Yeah, it's true.
But we got a budget.
Here's the story.
Love
Benny.
Hannah Rose, one of my best friends. But gosh, Lee.
This is the story, right? 5 years ago, I was down in Port Isabel. Mm-hmm. The world was about to shut down. Hannah went on a big budget thing because she saw it on saw it on Budget World that she had to start budgeting for certain things, which we still budget. Not as deep as bad as we did, because that's where we get to take some of the trips we get to do. She was freaking in it. Like I couldn't get gas on this day because it wasn't on the day to get gas. Anyway, it's like almost as bad as Ramsey's envelopes. It was pretty close to that. So anyway, it's 5 whatever years ago. She's in this budget kick. Love her to death for it because we still do it to an extent. Anyway, we go to this budget kick. We're going here and the world shuts down. Right? Call of Duty was real big, rampant. Madden, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. I was like, Hannah, I'm gonna go crazy in this house. I'm gonna go. And they're playing and sending me Benny. They're sending me snaps and texts of them playing Xbox and Call of Duty while your boy's sitting on the TV watching Netflix. And there's only so much Netflix and only so much TV and only so much working out, which I didn't do much working out. So much walking, so much this you can do right during this time. I'm going crazy. So I said, Hannah, I need an Xbox. Let me buy an Xbox. She goes, it's not in this budget. You got to wait a month. I said, heck no, I'm not waiting a month. I want it right now. Okay. So we make a Twitter poll.
No, I just freaking said, give my boy at Jack Garcia an Xbox. So donate for the cause.
So we
let him buy one.
So I have $200-something, right? I have $200 for budget. Kiva has a budget. So like, give me Kiva's budget. Maybe for vet and food, right?
He's like, can't go there.
Give me Kiva's budget and give me some of your budget, and then we can go to the Target and buy me an Xbox. Come on now. And she goes, no. Finally, Twitter world breaks out. Cletus is on Twitter every day. Josh is on Twitter every day, texting or calling and this and that. I'm on Twitter. It's blowing up on the world of Twitter. Now it's X, but Twitter, sorry. Anyway, so we go off in the world. A day, 2 later, comes back. She finally caved. I got to go to Target to buy me an Xbox. I go to get my Xbox, and then I'm like, I have my Xbox. I'm playing a baseball game. I'm content as can be. And then they send me pictures of saying, Jack, you don't have Call of Duty. What are you doing? Jack, where you at on Call of Duty? They're like, oh, just killing people. We just won on Call of Duty. And I was like, boys, it was World War III in the Garcia house to get an Xbox, and you want me to get Call of Duty. Well, I somehow get $20. Cletus gets $20, gives me $20. Josh gives me $20.
I like it.
Yeah, they all give me $20. I get to buy Call of Duty, and I've been playing Call of Duty. So the boys came in clutch for COVID quarantine. I got COVID, or I got Call of Duty, and we were killing people on Call of Duty. And those are the good old days. And now you know the whole story of when we were killing the good old days where we just play Xbox every day after we did our 2-hour teaching, and then we did.
2-hour teach.
You did teaching? You taught
Hey,
during
Well,
COVID?
I did my
Earning your
my
soccer
Zoom
game.
videos.
We'll see.
My Zoom videos and all that
Right.
nonsense for 2 hours, and then I went back to the Call of Duty. So shout out to the boys on that moment. And now, speaking of now,
The boys
5
need to
years
come back
later,
Yeah.
5 years later down the road, your boy is pissed because he has to buy an Xbox. Your boy goes, his lovely wife, and says, "Hey, Hannah, I'm going to buy an Xbox, just so you know." And she goes, "You just got that one." I said, "Yeah, 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago." And then she gets mad. I said, "I'm going to buy one, but I might not pull the trigger until later when when things slow down a little bit."
So
But
here's the thing. What you should have done. Just do it and ask for forgiveness.
which is going to happen.
Yes, sir.
It's going to happen, but it's not going to happen until August. So
Fair enough.
After all,
sorry. So yeah, it's going to happen in August. I can't really like. I'm going to do it in August because when things slow down and all that stuff. But thank you,
Mhm.
Xbox and PlayStation and EA
right.
Sports
Shout out
for
to Kayla.
pissing for ruining
Kayla's the light
your
right
boy's
there.
day when you realize you can't play. But the bright side is I can still play Call of Duty. I can still play
Okay.
a little bit of Madden.
Hey, you'll be playing
You can play
Call
all
of Duty
things.
while
Yeah.
I'm beating Cletus in a recruiting battle, right, with Texas State. Was that shit illegal?
Okay, so now
I,
we'll move on. All right, Cletus and Benny. Jack he's an innocent bystander here. Don't attack me. I don't have my top 5. I'm not going to put them on the
DLP,
screen or
hold it
whatever. All right. Cletus, who are you rebuilding? Who are you going to become the coach of in NCAA football?
Ooh, good question. It's a great question.
Are you gonna?
You've been thinking. Stop it. You've been thinking
I really
about this.
have.
You're ready to stop lying. You got them banners all over your phone right now. You ready to start tweeting them? Stop it.
Who are you ready? Who are you starting with, Cleet? I know you're gonna get to A&M.
Yeah. What I used to do is try to get one of those like Florida schools like Florida Atlantic or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, man, I don't know. That's a great question.
Jeez,
I haven't thought about it honestly.
Well, I think you're lying, or maybe I'm just gonna beat you in a recruiting war, but that's okay, right? Because I know this. Like me in Texas State, DJ Kinney. Sorry, boss. Benny Blaze is taking over, right? You've done a hell of a job.
There you go.
Recruited a great staff. But I say that if I don't, North Texas, here we go, right? And the little brother to the little brother, North Texas, here we come. And I guess like two of my big things are this. Like I want to be able to switch the uniform up, like because like back in the day, it was like if you had one pair of pants and one.
Oh, you're cooked.
Like no, I was like, no, brother, I can't do that. Like we need to come
so
out
I
with
picked
some.
a lot. I picked a lot of teams back in the day just because they did different uniforms.
Yes, I mean other than Oregon,
that's an
right?
Oregon.
Yes, other than Oregon, like it was like, hey, if you have an alternate helmet and you have colored pants and a white pants, hey, you will be in success.
Yeah, I agree with that. So we got Benny Blaze is going to be the Texas State Bobcats, or the North Texas Mean Green, baby. All right, Cletus is still on the fence with his. When we know he's going to tweet his top 5, boys, he's going to tweet his. He's going to tweet his top 5 out there. Respect his decision, right? In August, I'll be behind the ball. I'll get it in August and be playing in October and November or whatever. I'll be behind the ball where they already got their powerhouses. Your boy over here is going to be struggling with measly old Hawaii. So,
and Clete, I won't blame you if I respect your decision and then you hop in the transfer portal because the facilities weren't there. Okay, but the road to A&M, I'm with you. Okay,
gig them.
Let me just look at this. I mean, that would be. I don't know, man.
Okay, well, we're not here. Look, it's going to be fun to see, man. We've been waiting for this moment for years. We've been talking about all this stuff. I've been in a rabbit hole. I don't know why. I've been in a rabbit hole, but I've been watching videos on YouTube because they sent gameplay videos. EA has, and they have a bunch of videos on YouTube if you're into this stuff. But they have a bunch of videos on YouTube that they let people go to the EA studio, and they got to play firsthand, and they talk, and they don't give you a whole lot of details, but they tell you details of videos that they've already sent out, and they go on a more bigger, broad thing. Like one of the videos I watched last night was talking about coaching, talking about there's the three different types of coaching. There's the like the motivator, the technician, and the strategist or whatever. And I was like, I'm already watching this on the couch. I'm already thinking like, okay, this sounds pretty cool. And they go, and there's not one path to be that's correct. Like you can make your own path and change things. And once you make a decision, your decision's final. Talking about the coaching carousel, it's like a 5-week process during bowl season. You don't have that for, like, in the old game, it was like you had the week to decide and then it was over, right? This one, they give you like, they have you like more different options. You get 5 weeks to decide. Guess who's here, baby? Look at this. Mita tortilla, baby. Listen to what I'm talking about. Mita tortilla. The man, the myth, the legend. Hey, Joshua, by the way, we're live on YouTube right now. Joshua.
I saw that, man. I saw that. I don't know what you did, but let's go.
I don't know how we're going to share people later, but we're live on YouTube right now. We had a few chat. We had our boy, Coach Austin on the chat.
What'd you say, Cleet? Oh, shit. I mean, okay, well, we can still hear you.
Anyway, but back to the coach carousel. So they're talking about the coach carousel, which is a cool new trick and thing. I'm pumped to play it. I'm pumped to play it later down the road. It's going to be excited to see this and that later down the road. So I'm excited to see it. Josh, we know you're big in this stuff. You have a top 5 schools. What school are you building in NCAA football?
Oh, you already know what school I'm going to, man. Speaking of, there's a lot of people on social media obviously there's a lot of hype in this game about to come. Jack and I, we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but like some people, just with how things have gone in society with social media, like there's people dropping like a top 10 list of schools are going to pick and all this. This is so, like, I just want to put this out there, like, that is some of the dumbest shit I've seen right now. I don't care if you want to pick some mid-major, whatever, and fine, but I got to run with the U, baby. I got to bring the U back to
the U, huh?
The prominence. Yeah,
it's okay.
Hey, well, you do that, man. You could do all that nonsense. Jack has to wait. Jack's waiting a little bit.
Taking back Texas.
Okay, so obviously I got asked that. What did everybody else go with?
Okay. Benny Blaze up here picked the Texas State Bob Kitties or North Texas Mean Green. Cletus hasn't decided. He's still on the fence, but his final destination, he said he wants to beat the Gig'em, baby, the Aggies.
Yeah, of course.
You said the U, and I said my measly little squad that I'm going to try to rebuild is the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, baby.
That's a solid pick. That's a solid pick. I'll give you
man,
pretty solid.
Would I not pick that though? I will get my butt kicked in Hawaii. I'll promise you. I will take my butt kicked.
Anybody?
Houston?
Sam Houston.
Oh, Sam Houston.
Ooh,
anyway,
I forgot that they're in this.
I can see Jack going. I could see Jack going with Hawaii, and then he'd have all of his coaches just wearing Hawaiian shirts the entire. That'd be their coaching attire.
Dang straight, baby.
If the game allows that customization, like that's Jack to a T. Right,
it's sold. Then I'll just moving on. I'll moving on to Tallahassee, and I go be a Florida State. No, how about that?
Ooh.
I get that's the part I guess that we're not like really talking about, like, because like I have a PlayStation, but I am looking forward to this. Damn, Cletus, are you tired already?
Yes.
Hey, I'm looking forward to the us being able to be in our dynasty and being able to play with you guys that are Xbox guys.
Can it be a crossplay? Is it crossplay?
Yeah, it's crossplay.
Oh, yeah. It is? Okay. I have not seen that.
I mean, that's what I heard, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
If not,
I don't know the ins and outs of all this, but I've been watching rabbit hole videos, and they said the crossplay stuff. A PlayStation person can play with an Xbox person, and then it's like they're talking about the coaching carousel. One of the things they talked about is like a school won't ask people in the same network that go to the same school because that was one of the questions they asked. But this game looks like they showed so many stuff that they're trying to like fix in Madden. They've been doing it to NC. That's my big thing. It's like Madden has just done the same thing for the last 20 years, and people just keep buying it. But I haven't, you know what I'm saying? It's like if they fix Madden,
too, but I'm with you.
if they just fix Madden,
Yeah.
it's going to be insane. And that's what I told somebody. Is like, dude, it's just going to be Madden, but it's college. But then it looks like some of the gameplay looks completely different than Madden. It looks like some of the older Madden games, which, you know, in my opinion, some of the older Madden games, like the hit stick and the spin moves and the jukes and stuff, were way better than they are now. And they talk about the elements of like the skill data stuff they're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
they try to make it more realistic, and it's like at the end of the day, dude, it's still a video game, right?
Oh yeah, but it's a video game to decompress.
I want it to be real-ish. Like I don't want to have to worry about over the safety, under the safety over the mic. Like I just want to be able, cover 2, 4 verticals. I'm hitting you every time.
Yeah, it's like that's a lot of the thing too. Is like that's exciting.
Triple option. Hey, can you line up to that tackle over? And me running back the other way. Are you ready?
Flex bone, baby.
Manny,
Triple.
Manny,
imagine.
I'm
gonna bring.
I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you right now.
I mean, I'm just saying. Are we going to tackle over? We running mid triple,
no,
and then
I've heard all that stuff
400 yards on there, so. With a triple option.
It's triple option at Hawaii, baby.
I've heard all that stuff. I've heard all that's banned on there, and like even Army is in the spread. So.
No bullshit.
Come on, man.
Don't worry about it.
But there's I'll show you this video, Josh. So this was a cool little tidbit about it. It's cool. It was one of the things they talked about on this video. Was talked about on the video. It talked about like schools that are known to have this certain offense.
Yeah,
won't look at you unless you use that offense again.
Yeah,
does that make sense? So like the Naval Academies, like. All of those, if you run the spread, they're not going to look at you to be their coach because they look at people that run the option and stuff. Yeah. So I thought that was a cool little niche they put in the game. They mentioned a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't know why I'm watching these videos because it's just like, okay,
you got to wait till August.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till August or whenever, but it's literally like. It's all these cool little things that's going to go on, but you also know if you're going to play online with people, it's going to be kind of hard because those first couple of days can be crazy. But it's going to be excited to see. The world's going to go crazy for the next 2 days. There's a post I saw today. I was telling one of the coaches in the office today, girls, you're losing your men in 10 days.
Oh, no doubt.
You're losing your man in 10 days, which we're coaches. Women, you're losing your men in 10 days, and then you're going to lose them again for 50.
Hell yeah. You're going to go half the year without your man. So
yeah, which, that's what respect you found the right one. You might like that?
No, I said some of them might like that.
But you also know this might be people like Josh get a chance.
Yeah.
Going up.
Yeah.
Going up.
Everybody's gaming.
Tuesday.
Everybody's virtually gaming. I'm out here real gaming.
Hey, real.
Get the heck out of here, dude.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm real game.
13% chance. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I know they keep coming out with things with all the different gameplay and stuff like that. I just hope it backs
I hope
it up.
It doesn't, but I hope it does I hope they do a hell of a job, and it's a game we play for years and years and years.
Yeah.
I hope so.
They make tough time on it, so.
For sure, definitely. So, Joshua, how far are we away from our golf on you?
Oh, I don't know.
You're supposed to do this, man. It's been a month. You've had all this time. You slacky.
Well, last time
the Yankees have been sucking this month.
I'm about to say I looked at it. It was like the last time I had it on here was they were 64 games away, and at the current rate, they're probably 61. That's how bad they've been.
Dude, they've had a not very good June.
No, and everything. It's not like it's been this or this. It's been everything is just capitulated, and then like maybe every once in a while they'll spring out, win a game 14-4. Like, all right, and then they'll lose the next game 2-0.
They're just messing around, letting the Astros get back in it, just like the Rangers. What are we doing?
We'll see how aggressive they are.
Straight, Jack.
So
Oh, shut your mouth.
Grinding, baby.
I know they still have like
Grinding.
50 cents.
Grinding, man. Just
Grinding, baby.
get out of there,
Just
man.
grinding.
All right. Anyway, before he keeps going on this grinding. Anyway, before we keep going on this nonsense, you got to be the light, Joshua. We started the show with the Be the Light about an hour ago.
Okay, let me hear everybody.
You too busy big time.
Shout out to Smoke.
Benny had shout out to Smoke. Cletus had one. He saw some messages that were sent to him while he was, hanging out, dealing with some things that don't always need to be out in the air like that. But we need some prayers for the big man over there. Saw some messages that really enlightened him and brightened his day. Mine was someone told me I was the same person all the time.
Mr. Consistent.
Mr. Consistent, and I was the same person all the time. And that, me, I don't give a crap. I'm just me all the time. So what do you got? You say nothing. I will drive to Weatherford of Eastern America on Thursday, and I will slap the goatee off. I will slap that nasty goatee off your face and make you look like Mr. Clean.
This was going to take for you to drive here to pick me up.
But dude, it's a 5-hour drive if we go there.
I know. I looked it up. I did the Google stuff on my phone. Like I did it on my phone.
It's an extra hour for me and Hannah to do that.
Yeah.
Extra hour and 30. Huh?
And I was looking to see.
But I did say it did take us away from the Austin and Waco traffic.
Yeah, I also looked on that trip too to see if there'd be a point that I could drive down and meet y'all and just leave the truck somewhere.
You can meet them in Joshua, and they can take you from there.
It's the same concept. Anyway, be the light, Josh. What you got? Nothing. No hole in Walden Day. No par.
Oh God.
No pretty cart girl today that said nice goatee.
If I had to tie in the Be the Light to the golf game today, the Be the Light was that when we got done with the 18th hole. That was the most welcome sight, was when we pulled up to the 18th hole. Like I started off pretty well, like the first 3 or 4 holes, hitting it pretty well, and then once it went downhill, it just snowballed, and there was no recovering. Like there was one, not to get sidetracked, but it was just one of the most purest swings and contact with the ball I've ever had with a 4-iron. Right?
Yeah.
Sails over the green, lost it bush behind. I mean, just pure swing, like the best thing ever. And it was perfect. And then of course I had to drop and chip, and then I duffed that 2 feet in front of me. So it was great. So.
It's like me playing golf.
Hey,
you
know what?
But I will say that last time we played was the best game I played.
Yeah.
Ever.
Like just that typical. You hit a great shot and then you follow it up with.
Oh yeah. You know why they call it golf?
Yeah. I told somebody
because every other 4-letter word was taken.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So be the light, Josh. You got one or you got none?
I don't know if it'd be the light, but just sometimes like receiving recognition when you don't want it, if that makes sense, whatever.
Yep.
But like having others kind of see what you do for everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the little stuff that we do, and then when somebody can kind of take the time out of their day to acknowledge it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm the type of person that like when they do it, it's like no, it's no biggie. But like I've made it like a personal goal over summers to like completely redo like our outside storage shed and make it efficient and good with all of our equipment, because we have 4,000 football helmets, 4,000 shoulder pads here, our school, and all that kind of stuff. So just spending a lot of time going through and also inventorying all that stuff, because it hadn't previously. If it was, you can't find records of it in terms of how much we got of this, all this kind of stuff. So just that tedious process, coaches here gave me a lot of crap for just that, just piddling around and always doing stuff, whatever. But when the head guy says something and then other people chime in and whatnot, it's
still good, right? Makes your head bigger, right?
Yeah, but
I already got a big head.
Yeah, I already got a big head, and my Be the Light is not.
It's tooting your horn, baby.
Yeah, but just my goal is to do everything in a way to make it efficient. So if somebody went into the shed, they knew where everything was, labeled and organized. So if they needed to grab a medium 7-pad girdle, boom, it's right there in the tote, right here in our little thing. You know what I mean? Or if they needed a large helmet, a blue Rydell helmet, boom, it's right here, just to make it efficient for all of us. Because when we got here, it was kind of a mess. You know what I mean? With just having so much and all that kind of stuff.
Have y'all added to that sword shed since I've seen it in May?
Yeah. So when you were there, did we have the tote thing already built up? How many were
yes, yeah, y'all had the tote thing.
Was it just one?
Built, yes, yeah, one
so
built.
We've added 2 of those. We self-built those little tote things you guys see.
Yeah.
Little black and yellow tote. So we got 2 of those in there, and then the equipment room that's in the weight room. It's a smaller room, but it had all those racks. I don't know if you remember,
Yes.
Vinny. That's where the jerseys and stuff and all that stuff were. Well, we took out like 4 or 5 of those and used those racks to put the helmets outside along the wall that's connects to the main building. So like you walk in and you got helmets on this wall, the shoulder pads in the back corner, and you got some powerlifting shit, whatever in the corner. And then you got those tote racks, and then a couple of different racks that have the little helmet pieces and all that kind of stuff. So it's just organized now. So you walk in, it doesn't look like there's just shit thrown in there. You know what I mean? Like
We'll talk about. That's why you're there, my man. Proud of you, man. You keep doing great things at Peace to America. They got a good one. I'm always going to say that about my boys.
Yeah.
Joshua got a heck of a coach, and we already know Roosevelt got one of the best guys I know. I tried to poach him last week. He knows that. I tried to poach him to bring him over here with me.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
I try to bring him over here with me. Imagine me and Cletus. Imagine me and Cletus coming back together. Imagine Dumb and Dumber coming back together. Running the show, offensive line, baby. Imagine that. Think about that, Coach Austin. I know you're watching. Think about me and Cletus in the same office, man. You'd never get no work done. Me and him would I don't give 2 grants ashes. Aggie's this, Aggie's that. Speaking of that, Cletus, all right, let's hear you. How do you feel about your boy? Huh?
Who?
How do you feel about your boy Slosh leaving Aggie Land to go?
Let's go. Throw it out there. Let's go.
I mean,
you care. Stop it. Stop it.
I think there's a right and wrong way to do it.
Okay.
I think the way he did it, he could have gone about it a little more professional way.
Okay.
I
get you. Get you.
And we know, and we've all been through it and changed jobs, and there's a right and wrong way to leave a place.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm getting some stuff. But yeah, I think, like I said, do I understand it? Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, I understand it completely.
It's kind of the old school like that. Well, the ADM, the new guy, Albert.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't hire him, and so and you have Del Conte, who's arguably probably one of Slosh's really good friends, and he worked with him at TCU, and I mean they've known each other forever. So, I mean, there's that opportunity there. Again, there's just that. There's a right way and a wrong way to go about it.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's done a great thing in his career. He's a hell of a baseball coach. He's a hell of a guy.
He's won everywhere he's been.
And my thing that got me kind of upset about the whole thing, which we've already talked about, the press conference. I know everybody said that it's after he lost. Well, everybody asks this question when they lose. They asked the national championship coach in basketball if he was going to stay or leave. They asked the person that lost the national championship in basketball if he was staying or leaving. They even asked Sampson at Houston when he lost that heartbreaker in the Elite Eight. So they ask these questions all the time. But you're right, a professional way.
There's rumors about it.
Rumors. And then my thing was he acted upset and hurt when they asked him the question, and how he answered that guy. They asked a logical question. Didn't have a way that was like disrespectful, in my opinion, how he asked it.
Mm-hmm.
And Slosh ripped him in front of everybody in the world to see.
Well, yeah.
And then the thing I sent you, the video I sent you where the guy goes, "Don't say you're not going to take the job unless you're not going to take the job, or don't get your feelings hurt about something that someone asked you about something that you didn't think about already.
You know what
So-
you say? I have no comment about that this
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Or I don't have a comment. Or let's. It's not. We're not talking about me. We're talking about the guys I just coached.
Yeah, let's talk about that at a different point.
Yeah. Or let's talk about what we just saw.
What made it worse for him, it was an A&M
Reporter.
reporter that asked the question.
Yes.
So it's the company he deals with probably on a daily basis.
Yeah. So
Text
That
out.
asked- yeah.
that was my thing. I was like, I
Dude.
respect the dude. I think it's a pecking order of how he does things, but don't get offended when they ask you a question and then get mad about the job that you said you weren't thinking about taking, and then
Mhm.
less than 24 hours you're taking. You know. So that was my whole thing.
Here's my thing on this last one. I think they got a pretty good one to replace him.
Yeah.
Is he proven?
Yeah.
No, but neither was the guy at Tennessee.
Yeah. He was
you
their
know,
assistant for a really long time. Yep.
Yeah, neither was Tony. So Vitale.
Man, he's my spirit animal, man. I like that guy.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't the
Yeah.
head coach until he got a shot, and so
Yeah.
I think A&M's roster is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Because they're
I
bringing
agree.
almost everybody back.
Yeah.
And I hope we run rule Texas every
That's
freaking game.
Let's go! There it is. There
Yeah,
it is,
I
baby.
hope we run
There
rule
it
them.
is. There's the shot I've been waiting for Cleveland boy to say.
I
That's
hope
what
we
I've been
run
waiting.
rule them. And the
He's saying
starting
it nicer than I
pitcher,
thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
the closing pitcher,
For
as
sure.
soon as he gets that third out, just looks at the Texas dugout and throws him down.
They're in the SEC, so they don't have to worry about
Yes.
Dude,
the fines and all
that's,
that stuff.
Do
That
you
is-
guys
that is
think that
funny.
we'll be able to get tickets for that game? You know,
No.
like
no,
Texas
dude.
high school coaches, like
They're not going to give them to you, Podunk. Rent a cop. Come on, man.
Dang, Rennick.
We have guys.
Look at
here
the
in
mustache.
Johnson County.
Doesn't it? But his stash looks way better than Cobb's, doesn't it?
You know, it would like I could see Benny and Cobb starring in a buddy action cop flick, and it would be the knockoff.
Yes!
It'd be the
Say it,
knockoff
say it.
version of like Rush Hour or something, or whatever.
The
Benny.
other guys.
What do you mean?
Benny, cops, not your
Yeah.
average cops.
Not your average Jones. What's that
Not your-
movie with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg?
The other,
Yeah, the
the
average
other
guys.
Other guys.
Other guys,
The other guy. These are the other guys.
I got.
Yeah,
These
the
are-
other
Did you do
guys.
disc pop? Gator.
Oh,
Gator wants his gap. Gator wants his gap.
That would be
Gator
good.
wants his get. Dude, that's funny though. I
I love
literally
that
said
movie.
this earlier. I'm
So-
repeating
so
myself.
these-
I'm really happy that Cobbs said something he was going to do.
There you
'Cause,
go.
you know,
Shout out to Cobb.
Shout out to Cobb. Now you need to do something with yours up there going on, man. At least Cleveland boy
I
over here.
think both of you. Wait, what is it like this?
These two right here could rock a
Yes,
stash.
sir.
I don't think
They
so.
could.
I
I
mean,
really
I'm
don't.
just
I'll
sad
cut
Curtin
the top
hadn't
rock
came
there.
over yet. We're like 45 minutes, and Curtin hadn't even been like, "Hey, you want to drink a beer? You want to come out to shops?"
Dang,
Right.
He's
you want-
taking shade at you,
Hey,
Josh.
Benny.
what you
I
gonna
know,
say?
I-
Benny,
I
it's the
did-
same concept, dude.
Benny,
It's
I
the same
texted
concept for the last 3 weeks, dude.
Hey,
It's the
I
last 3
texted
weeks.
you.
Every Tuesday or Thursday, we have gone to play golf, right?
I'm play golf.
No, we have played golf. Like, we have met halfway and played golf, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I asked last week we were golf. No, we can't do it. We got to plan another thing. We got to do something else. All right, cool. I'll wait. Get today. We get a Snapchat about some guy golfing. I was like, okay, cool. That's how it is. That's how it is.
That was not me. I got invited.
I mean, he's
You-
big time. You know, the Peace Grant.
He is big time.
Oh.
He has big time.
No,
people.
No, hey,
I'm petty.
here's the thing.
You know I'm
Here's the thing,
petty.
Jack, he knows a guy that knows a guy.
yeah.
Yeah, but he literally can say, "Hey, Jack, I'm setting the tee time to be here in an hour." And what would Jack say?
We're big time.
What would I say?
You be
Hey,
there.
Benny, I at least texted you when I was in Parker County.
I
Just
appreciate
saying.
no, and know what? Now, hey, Johnson County and Parker County, pretty daggum close. I think we can meet out there in Godly and do something another. But you let me
Do
hey, I'll
something.
meet
Do
you.
something up another. Yeah, it's that stash talking,
I'll
boy.
meet you
And do
halfway.
something up another, boy. I tell you what, me, Benny Blade, boy. I tell you what, we're gonna do something up in yonder, boy. I tell you what, we go wrecking over there. You know what I'm saying?
Have a good old time.
We'll have a good old time over there in Reckonville. Where did you
Hey,
say,
I'll make
Johnson
it up.
County?
I'll make it up to you.
No.
Yeah.
Hey,
Got
Josh,
it.
did you
Anyway.
move yet?
Johnson
Yeah,
Have you
Johnson.
moved?
Look at his new house. Look at his new little setup
didn't-
back there.
I didn't
I like
that
recognize it.
My bedroom is
Yeah.
also my office, so it's my.
I like
Very
it.
nice.
Oh,
And you still got
my,
my short.
it's my,
It's,
I mean,
it-
if you
it-
have
he
to
has
go-
so much room for activities, guys.
we're in the
it's my office.
we're in the living room.
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
we got shiplap walls right from the house.
Well,
From the person, never mind. Right. But hey,
So much room for
Caleb's rebuilt.
activities.
I met Caleb when she rebuilt this house, and I mean it's pretty nice. And when I first
Good job,
met her,
Caleb.
we were fighting about, but like this move, all this stuff fit in here. We got the big old TV on the wall. Right. Gonna get a 75-inch later, but we got a 65-inch right now.
And the
Right.
TV.
Look at you. Look at it. We got 65 right now, but we're gonna get 75, boy. I tell you what, boy.
And
I can't
and
wait
a
for
TV.
that. I can't. And a TV. I was waiting for that moment.
I know this.
So Josh, another news today. Your school.
Yeah.
We're talking about our school today. Your school came out with a new jersey. What you think of it?
They didn't really make too much.
What
Too
is
many
it?
changes.
Is it the
From-
shoulders? Like,
I
is
think-
that what the traditional part was?
Yeah, so I think they might have altered the shoulder stripe thing a little bit.
Yeah, like.
Majority of the main.
Oh shit, we lost the host.
We're still here though,
That's
baby.
fine.
We're still here.
We own this thing.
I think majority of the body is still pretty much the same. Obviously, they're orange, white,
Yeah.
green. Still looks. I think the emblem, the logo, that's like right
But
on
I
the
think
V of
that's
the
the
neck.
new style. Like everybody's going with not the name necessarily,
Yeah,
but like just putting it right here.
yeah. Well, I used to have like a little shield. It was like a shield with
Yeah.
the U logo on it. I think they got rid of that. And it's just the U logo. So it's clean. It's simple. It's not over the top. But also too, like I feel, Nike when they were the supplier for Miami, there was a couple times they tried to do some things like break the mold
Crazy.
and try to do some
Yeah.
stuff. With some of it hit, some of it was not very good. And of course, I remember there's go times where they bring out like those stormtrooper uniforms. It'd be like all white, and Miami would lose
Mhm.
the game or something like that. So they've done different things. I think it's kind of almost like that thing. It's like it's the same with like schools like Alabama and Michigan and Notre Dame. Like it's really hard
Yeah.
to
To do
Go
set
away
something
something
from-
different.
around. Yeah, to do something like Oregon. Like Oregon, it's
Like that's
has
what they're
the-
known for.
Yeah, and they kind of have the freedom to do so because they don't necessarily have like a traditional uniform set, if that makes sense. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like they've had different varieties in the past, so like they bring that into
Well,
it.
that's
They're
their
able to.
thing.
Yeah,
Like, that
That's
is
kind of
their
their
tradition. Is
that's
having
their
a
that's their
crazy,
shtick.
crazy uniform.
yeah, and Tech was kind of like that too, a little bit. There was a time they kind of kept it pretty simple. They were like, I remember exclusively like the Leach era. They were usually pretty solid uniform. Go-to favorite was always a black lid, red jersey, black pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatnot. I'm always a big like for Tech. I love the all black look. That's just me.
I like
How you
the
think
They're
retro when they
all
go
white.
retro. I like
Yeah,
when
the
they go
retro-
the retro
I
double
do like
T.
the T with
Yeah. I also liked it when they went retro and they had the black lid, black jerseys, and gray pants. I thought that was kind of clean too.
I do like that on them.
But speaking of Tech too, but I like their Tech New Jersey. They're not over the top. Adidas is not really a company that I feel
No.
go.
They're all the
over
same to me.
top.
They just add certain things to the sleeves.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like you were saying in the group chat. The only difference between an A&M's jersey and Tech's jersey is
Is
Tech
the
has
stripe. The color.
the stripes on the shoulders, and A&M
And
doesn't.
But-
the lettering.
But I would
Yes.
say,
But
I would say,
that's really it.
Yeah,
Cletus,
I agree.
I like the A&M jerseys better now than when like they first.
Oh, with
Kind
the Johnny with the two stripes
yes,
down
with
the shoulder
stripes,
pads.
Yeah,
like, and they
yeah.
kind of
See-
look like Mississippi State. Like I was like, no.
Yeah.
My dad was telling me when he played at A&M in the 70s, that was part of their jersey.
Oh,
So they're trying to bring back old traditions.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
try to bring
Yeah.
something back that no one
I just
remembers.
and I'm with you, Benny. I think that what they have now, just that that plain
Yes.
maroon jersey, white pants, the
Like I
white
think that's
jersey with the white pants
like
is
I think if they brought back like a gray, like I've seen it
I
probably
don't
in like
know. I
2000s with the gray pants,
I don't.
that
Yeah,
would be the most. Like that would be the most that I would want to see out of
the
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 jersey.
the Kevin Sumlin era, they did some all
Oh, like
white, the all black. They did the freaking gray.
yeah,
Swag,
They
baby. Swag, baby.
I don't think you have to
Yeah,
do all that.
Swag.
but the A&M also falls into the same category of like those schools, those traditional schools where you can't really tinker with that jersey too much because it's just now
Yeah,
you're moving away from what is
well,
the
I'd always
established.
I always seen this with um, Texas fans is like when the guys in Austin change something. It's like they change like the number on the helmet.
yeah, like
They alter the orange just slightly.
Yeah.
or they were like, we changed the practice jersey that one
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. You guys already know how I feel about texture. I think they did a great job. They could have butchered it, but they did a decent job. But my big thing is they were throwing a crap ton of money from different companies, and the reason they did it was Patrick Mahomes. And they don't. I mean, like even Texas, they're Kevin Durant. They had the basketball program had Kevin Durant on their shoes and their jerseys for games. I know.
Is
I
that
know. For
really
me,
going to be on the field though? Like
no, it's not on. It's not on the field. It's not on the
I was
field.
gonna say the whatever
It's all over. It's all over. It's all over like arena. It's all over like
social media.
like it's all over
Campus.
tech like campuses and stuff, but it's not on the field.
Yeah,
I do think it's not on the field, but it's on the banners at places like where the old protect this house. You know what I'm talking about? It's the three stripe with Patrick Mahomes, the Gladiator logo, the three stripe, and
I wonder if they're going to do something with that this year.
I think they are. They keep hinting that they're going to do something in the fall that Patrick Mahomes is going to like announce on his social media or before game about his Gladiator logo, which they said they're going to come back in the fall with it. But to me, the reason you win Adidas was because the notable alumni. But that's just me. You guys know I was an Under Armour guy and I like Under Armour, but I do think if you're going to do the three stripe life to be different from everyone else.
Yeah.
Which I like to be unique. You should have done the Gladiator logo, which is the same concept as like think about Michigan. They got the Jumpman. They're different. They got the Jumpman logo, right?
Yeah. North Carolina.
It's Georgia or not Georgia. Florida
Jumpman.
North Carolina Jumpman. They're different and they're different colors and different lettering. So that's just me. But I like it. They did a great job. But I will say this: you're doing all this stuff. Better win, baby.
Yeah.
Better win. I'm not saying you win. I'm not saying you win national championships. I'm just saying you win, baby.
Better win the Big 12.
I got a couple. The Big 12.
I got
win the Big 12. You better. This is year 3
McGuire.
for McGuire.
Okay.
You better win, baby.
I got a couple things. So first off, talk about Tech Stadium. That south end zone when it's completed, all that stuff, it's gonna be fucking badass, right?
Yeah, Cletus is nice. Cletus, you better go to some
badass.
games and enjoy it. Throw a tortilla for me, baby. Throw me a tortilla for me, baby.
I probably won't.
2, the Adidas uniforms, I think they just kind of played it safe this first go around. You know what I mean? Like Adidas is, like we said, they're not known for being splashy like maybe a Nike or Under Armour is, but giving them a nice foundation to build upon, I think.
Yeah.
With what they could probably do in the future, whatnot. And then,
this is also coming from a soccer guy that loves Adidas.
Well, we talked about soccer for a long time. Maybe we should dive back into that one.
No.
Yeah, I'd probably go to sleep.
Hey, go. What's your third thing?
Well, the thing too, like you bring up the Jordan thing, and with Patrick Mahomes, which yes, obviously he was a big influence in them going to Adidas right now. Right now, I feel like you can't really compare Jordan brand to Patrick Mahomes because they're two different entities.
I get you.
Like, I understand where you're coming from, and I feel in the future they have the ability to still incorporate that somehow. And maybe he comes out, maybe he has influence on an alternative jersey that they do or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I get you.
You're definitely going to see it branded everywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
be branded all over the place. And I think his logo,
yellow jersey,
I think Mahomes like Adidas, that Gladiator logo is one of the best.
It's one of the best logos.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? In terms of how it looks and stuff. I think it's
Stop it. The Gladiator logo cleat is not one of the best Adidas logos.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with it.
Solid.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Well, it's
adjusting my
like-
phone.
well, like-
I'm holding
oh.
my phone. My phone almost
Yeah.
fell, so I had to
Oh,
catch
he
it.
was like, I thought he was like shaking it, like he was arguing with us.
No, it's not.
But that's my big thing. It's like I like tech. I'm a Texas Tech alum through and through. I love tech. I'm born and bred in that area, and I think it's going to be good. It's a change of pace, and I think it's going to be good for him. And I just think your notable alum, the reason why you went the Adidas deal compared to everything that was thrown at you, it's branded everywhere, but you at least got to put it on a reason why you did it. Yeah, that's
for me, it's still taking some getting used to within no longer being.
It's been 20 years, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just that transition. It was kind of like the same for.
I need tape. On here.
It made me laugh the other day because Red Raider Outfitter was doing a closeout sale with all the Under Armour stuff.
Yeah.
You could get some hell of a deals with Tech Under Armour stuff at Red Raider Outfitter before they started bringing all the Adidas stuff in.
Oh, wait
and I
till
think
their
Adidas
Cardinals
stuff
has their
looks
sidewalk
good.
sale.
So Cardinals about to have their sidewalk sale. And
I saw this too. I think I saw LISD is going to Adidas.
Really?
I think I saw that the other day.
That's why. Okay, so Cardinals is going to sell Adidas now.
Which
They'll follow the main.
That's why Under Armour was big in LSD because of Tech. So all right, interesting.
Which we have an Under Armour deal at the Velt.
We don't have an Under Armour deal.
Bossman just likes Under Armour.
Well, they gave us the best. They gave us the best deal when we got here for jerseys, which was what they did in Port Isabel. They gave us the best deal in Port Isabel jerseys. But
he had connections there to work.
Oh, we know. I know. I called him the other day. Anyway, but that's how we are. So, Josh, anything else going on in the world, man?
No, man. Just like I said, just got set up now. Today it got internet, so being able to hop over these boys and get internet. The only drawback negative about the new place is internet service and lack of.
I don't want to hear it. But
yeah, Jack,
making it work. We're making it work.
I don't want to hear it.
It's nice that It's nice that I pull out onto the 920 here and literally turn left, and I'm at the school in 2 minutes. So that's nice.
So you can ride a bike now, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What'd you say? Where are you at?
Walk.
Off 920, like literally 2 minutes from the school.
Yeah, but do you live like 2 minutes? So you live like near the Pizza Mart?
No, it's south.
South.
Right before you come.
What are we doing? A world geography lesson here, man?
Yeah, he said south. I mean, I need to like. So I mean, you're 2 minutes. I mean, you live somewhere near the bus barn, huh?
No, not that side. I'm coming. So like going north on 920, like you're coming from Weatherford.
A little Parker County history.
Kind of, you come up this hill and you come down it, and like right now they're building like a little fire station. They have this road that eventually will lead around intermediate, and then there's the street. The houses have probably been there for maybe 3 years. Brand new houses down that way.
Yeah,
so like the Cowdens own them. I don't know.
Okay. Long story short, maybe you should invite me to Parker County, and I can see it for myself.
Hey, you're welcome anytime, man. Come on.
I mean, long story short,
man, that's why me and Benny are friends.
Show up.
Me and Benny are friends. Don't tell him because he will.
I will fucking pull up.
He will show up. He will literally show up.
Come on, man.
Bet. He will. He's gonna be at 1 o'clock.
Oh, Trevor and
better hope I can hear it.
Yeah. All right, better clean out that ear.
You know he breaks doors down, bro. Stop playing.
Hey,
hey.
He breaks doors down to get in houses. Don't play with Benny.
I need to come back to Parker County because freaking Josh's pair of shorts I left.
Yeah,
do you not know it's a peach festival this week? So if you're all about the peaches.
Oh, Jack, check this out. So I'm in the process of like clean up stuff and have this old recliner that I threw out. Well, I pick up these shorts off the recliner. I'm thinking they're just fine, whatever. I go to pick them up and it's just like Nope,
Damn,
these
bro.
are.
Don't do him like that.
What are you doing, bro?
Don't
I'm just
do
saying.
him
I
like
just happened to
that.
pick them up. I'm like, oh, okay. These because
These
There's
are
been- that's
not.
happened
These
twice.
are not. These are not.
that's
my
happened
shorts.
twice now. Like the other new coach that we got that hard on, he came and stayed here too, and he did the same thing. He left pair of shorts as well. And I'm like, I go. Everybody just comes over and leaves pair of shorts. Gives everybody the wrong
We're not
impression.
gonna ask. We're not gonna ask why shorts are laying around in your house. We're not gonna ask that question. But
Yeah, I'm giving out the wrong impression now. Damn.
yeah, you are.
Is that
bro.
right?
It's like,
While we're playing the
hey,
game, you're not gonna be playing no games.
man, look at these things. Look at
uh,
these things, boy. Look at me. Look at me.
It was pretty funny. Obviously, like all love, please. It's just picking him up, and then I think I messaged him about, hey, I think you left a pair of shorts here, and he's like, I've been looking for those shorts for like weeks now. And
Those
I'm
are
like,
my
yep, they're
favorite.
here.
I told him. I told him.
Well-
I said I knew I packed those, and those like one of my favorite pairs of shorts too.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to Lubbock next Monday. You know why I got to.
Stop by.
I'm going to Lubbock next Monday, so you could probably bring those shorts, and I might meet Cletus because we're gonna get us some cat rock.
Jack, you're about to be doing a lot of. You're about to be traveling a lot.
Yes.
Right now.
So this is yes.
Come back, then go
Yes.
to San Antonio. And back.
Yes, so that it's terrible timing. I was telling Benny, shout out to the real Coach Garcia. She starts her shindig Monday, so that's why we're making a quick trip. We're gonna go see some good people, hang out, spend the weekend with some good people that we know. Me and Josh, all you guys know them, but we're gonna spend the weekend with him, huh?
There's one place when you go to Lubbock you have to go visit.
Me?
Yeah, there's one place that
What Dave
you always go
Buster's?
to Lubbock. You have to go and see.
Dave and Buster's, bro.
No.
Come on, let's go to
We're not
Alley Cat.
childish right now. Every time we go to Lubbock, there's always one place to go eat that we always have to go to.
Yes,
He
that's
just
where we're
said Cap Rock.
Yeah,
You
Cap Rock.
freaking-
Yeah. What are you anyway? So
I
we're
thought I
going
heard
to
somebody say Dave and Buster's.
God dang! You're such a slap
We gotta go to
ass.
Alley Cat.
anyway.
Why are you such a slap ass, Josh?
It's the internet, I can't hear.
So anyway, we're gonna go hang out with some people. I come back.
What'd you say, Queen?
I'm leaving that Monday. Going to Lubbock for a day and a half, and then I'm coming back Tuesday night
Jack,
probably.
You want to help me move Monday?
I'll be your light.
You want to help me move?
And then I'll come back
Help us-
Tuesday because then I
help us
got
move
meetings.
Monday?
If I'm there in time, I don't know what time I'm gonna leave. I might leave. Be honest, I might leave at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, hey,
enough.
the biggest question we got to answer right now, or at least put in our was where are we meeting up in San Antonio?
Nowhere, because we'll be.
Are you-
Wherever
going to
it's
San Antonio,
free and
Cletus?
flowing.
Wherever
No,
you
What?
we're going to Ruidoso
Oh,
that
yeah.
weekend.
All right. Well, so all right, all right, folks. We're gonna get off the podcast and shoot the crap. But listen, we're gonna end the show with this. So all you folks out there,
hold on.
What?
How's everybody's squad doing? Right? How are the squads doing?
We're just now going
we're
to
squatting, baby.
hour and a half in.
Huh? We're squatting, baby. We've been on an hour and 30 minutes. We're gonna do another one next week.
Hey,
All right,
we're out here
I'll
grinding.
I'll be here next week.
We're grinding. We're grinding in Turtle, baby. We're
grinding.
grinding. We'll tell you the squad. I'll answer your squad question more next week with the squad question.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So you should do
Joshua
the
Owls
same.
are getting better. Just like you know.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. They got a good one over there. No questions asked. They got one of the best defensive coaches and coaches in the planet that I know. So no questions asked. I got two of the best defensive coaches I know on the same podcast right now.
You know, obviously
two of them.
Greyhound.
Two of them.
Obviously getting better.
No, two of them.
Right.
And I know one of the best. I know one of the best coaches I've ever known on the podcast. And I'm gonna let you go up for debate. So anyway, wherever you get your podcast, go listen to us. We were live on YouTube tonight. I hope you guys streamed and you poked a little 5-minute glimmer of this great show. We talked from U.S. soccer. We talked about hockey. We did. You missed it. We talked about soccer. We talked about we talked uniforms. We talked.
Of course, y'all
football.
are gonna talk about that, and I'm not on the show. Y'all did it on purpose.
We did.
We're gonna touch upon this right now. We're gonna touch upon it right now. Spain beat France today. Hopefully England pull it out tomorrow. Spain's gonna win it all. the U.S. soccer program fucking sucks. They need to get rid of their manager, and maybe they'll have a decent showing on their home turf for
If they
2022.
get Tyreek
Jack, there you
Hill,
go. There's your
They get
answer.
There's my answer. There's the answer I asked. These two Neanderthals couldn't answer. But for all you folks out there, thanks for listening. If you took your 5 minutes to listen and clip into our live show tonight, I'm happy. I'm
We
proud of you.
appreciate you.
Awesome. We appreciate you. We love you. This was the D.B.A.B podcast with your boy Jack, Cletus, Benny Blaze, and Joshua Curtin. Hope to see you next time. Much love. Appreciate you guys. And don't forget, always be the light.